Hi guys and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make a knotted cord necklace. So I'm just going to do a single strand one today just to show you, but I wear this one a lot myself, and I've made it in a double strand. I always wear doubles for whatever reason. So if I'm wearing a plain black necklace, I'll wear two strands. So it's just you know, what I like. But I've started off with roughly about 52 inches. So this is a little, I think it's a 1.5 mil leather cord. So you want it not too thick because you want it to be able to go through your beads. Now I'm working with acrylic beads today and they have a 2 mil hole on them anyway, so it's really easy to get through. This cord won't go through your small glass beads, so it will go through the gemstone beads though, so just be mindful of what beads you're going to team that with. I then find halfway and then I just place my first knot. So it's just a standard knot like that, and then we'll be working up one side of the necklace to start with. So we put our first bead on. So the first one's the easy one. We take it to the knot and then we're going to tie another knot. Now, one method I've found, so you can tease that down, which is what I normally do. Tease that down with your fingers to get it like that. Or you can use an awl, and I'll show you what I mean there. The distance between the beads is totally up to you. Just whatever method you use, make sure you use it on each step. That way you'll get some consistency. I go with roughly a 2-finger measure. And you just tease your bead till it closes. You're pulling on that back one like that. Thread another bead. So tie your knot again, and you can hold that and tease it down if you find that easier, or if you hold that and pull that down towards the bead, it'll take the knot to the bead as well. There's lots of different methods. I find the teasing with my fingers the easiest though. So 2-finger spacing like that. Excuse my fingers, I've just finished a project where I was working with a lot of ink, and it has stained my fingers somewhat. I'll just see if I'll just give it another go with a baby wipe, just to see if I can get some excess, because you're going to be looking at my fingers a fair bit, and it does look pretty grungy. That's got it a little bit better for you. And then just holding the bead like that, and you just loop it through. You'll actually work it into your own little technique, and the first time you do it is going to be a little bit more time consuming. And then 2 fingers again. You could do this with normal string as well. You don't necessarily have to have leather cord. And it's quite a quick process. So if you were making 2 strands of this one, when you step your beads, I would put the other bead in the middle there, so when they hang together, you're going to get that effect, and it'll make it look a lot fuller. So through again, tease it down. So you can see I put my finger over that loop to sort of help hold it in place when I was putting it on the bead. It's quite a fun exercise, because look, most people can tie a knot. and that's all we're doing. We're tying the same knot over and over again. We're using our fingers to space, so there's not a lot of tools you need to do this with. Some people will, you know, get a ruler and they'll measure between their beads. I don't think you have to. You won't be too far out if you use the two fingers. Some people, you might just want one finger and have the beads closer together. But just, yeah, do what you like, basically, if you're making it for yourself. It's just a really easy thing to do, and it's something you can do in front of TV. Like, you don't even really have to think a lot with it. Right, I'm going to start on the other, so you can see how beautiful that is. Start on the other side, and then when you get up the sides a bit, like, you don't have to go as close as I did on that one, because you want to gauge on what length you want it. I actually want this one long. So I will take it, you know, right to the edge. But if you wanted a shorter one, so this will give you roughly about between a 60 and an 80 centimeter string of beads. And I find that women that are over, let's say 40, as a rough gauge, are liking their necklaces longer. So I had a lady order 5 tassel necklaces off me the other day in various colors, and she originally said that she was going to give some away for Christmas presents, and then when she arrived, she goes, "Oh my God, I'm going to keep all these myself." And I said, "I thought you might have," because I do know her. I said, "I thought you might have." And she said, "I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but I like the tassel necklaces because you can wear it with just jeans and a t-shirt, or you can wear it out for dinner." And she got hers were all 80 centimeter because she liked them longer. So I think as you get older, I think the older ladies like the longer strands of beads. I could be wrong, but the ones that I make jewelry for, of late especially, like the longer ones. And I myself like the longer ones. I don't like anything up around my neck. We're expecting a storm this afternoon, and I can hear it starting to rumble out there. They said damaging winds and possible hail. I really hope not, because a little under a week ago we had 4 hailstorms in one day, and they just seemed to be, you know, they got worse and worse as the day went on. And not worse size-wise, like the middle 2 were probably the ones with the biggest stones in it. But the last one we got, it was like snow. Like the gardens were stripped, the lawn was just covered in really small white little hail. And it was just, yeah, quite scary really. Just didn't think it was going to stop there for a while. Very loud on the roof. I was hoping to get this video done today before that happened, because my studio is in a tin shed, and it would become very loud for you guys. You wouldn't be able to hear me over the top of it. So moving on to our last one, and as you can see, that's taken hardly no time at all. And once you make these, guys, you'll be making them for your friends. You know, you can sell them at the markets. I've got a black one, and it's a double strand, and I just wear the death out of it because black goes over anything, as you know. And the other day I teamed it with, so I'm just evening off those edges. So I teamed it with a black tassel, and I had the tassel hanging down lower than the bead. So you don't necessarily have to take the beads too close because that's going to be hanging around your neck. However, I'm going to do one more bead on this one. Just in case, you know, you want to wear your hair up and you don't want just cord, too much cord around your neck. So you can see I've still got enough there because I'm going to tie a knot at the end of that, and I'll show you how we finish them off with our knot covers. These are a hexagon acrylic bead. They're just really pretty. I've got red, black, white, and this turquoise, and I do have them in my shop, guys. So if you wanted to make one exactly like this, you can purchase them. Otherwise, have a look at the beads you've got at home. Pull them out. It doesn't matter if they're all different shapes, sizes, or what have you, because it'll look good anyway. All different colors will look good. So you can see that's just a really pretty necklace. Now I'm going to tie the same knot in the end of the cord. Obviously you'd work out if you wanted to just hold that up around your neck to make sure it's the right length before you cut any off, then do that at this stage. I already know the length that I want, so I'm just going to tie it off. And if you want a double strand, you can make 2 single ones like this, or you can have, when we put the knot end on, you'd put the knot end on each one and then put it through a jump ring and then attach it to the clasp. So I'm just going to nick that end off a little bit. I've got stuff everywhere, guys. I've been doing a lot of projects today, having fun actually, experimenting, designing, developing. So these are called knot covers. So you can see that they've got a ball, so the knot will sit inside the ball. Hope you can see that. And then they get pinched closed. So I'll just grab my pliers. So I just hold that down and then get the pliers and close it, and there should be a click like that, so you know that it's fully closed. You can see, and then so the knot won't come out. You can see that it's got a little groove for the cord. It's a fun, easy way to do it this way when you're working with cords, as opposed to wires, when you've got to use a crimp bead and you've got to pull the wire tight. So anyone just starting out, this is probably a really good little project to start on. Oh, that one's broken. Let me just grab another one. There they are. I knew I had them out. Okay, so we've got our ends. So you can see it hides the knot. And now it's got a little loop there. Now that it's like a little clamshell, I guess. Now that they've been squeezed together, we're going to put a jump ring through there. You can already see that these ones may be a little bit thick. And then we've got like a lobster clasp. We're going to put it through there, and then I put an extended chain on, but you don't have to. You could just go with the jump ring. I already had that. I've got these little kits made up to do this project with some girlfriends for like a sip and create night. We're going to have a little bit of fun where everybody sits down and makes a necklace, and yeah, just sort of have a couple of drinks, some nibblies, some conversation, just to sort of, you know, we're sort of I guess a year on from the really bad COVID, and I think everyone's still struggling to get back to their social. So what I've done is I've threaded that through like that. Now with your jump rings, you always open and close them on an angle like that. Never pull them out because it weakens the integrity of the jump ring. And this is why it's good to have 2 sets of pliers, and then you just squeeze it back. So you can see that there's no joint. I always give it another little squeeze that way, but you don't have to, especially with these ones. They're a really solid jump ring, really high quality. And then we do the other side, which is if I take that off there, it'll be through this ring. Oh, I'll open that up. So to open up your jump ring to the side like that, and then we're going to go like that, and then through our knot cover or our clamshell, and then we're going to go back like that. I hope you can see that, guys, until it snaps together, and you will hear a little click, and then I just squeeze it in like that. And then with our clasp, so you've got that little bit of chain if you need to lengthen it, but that is our necklace. Didn't take long at all, very easy to do. Well, I believe it's easy, guys, and once you have a go, I'm so sorry about the dirty mat there. Once you have a go, you'll just absolutely love it. But thanks, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. It will help me continue to bring these little projects to you. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.